Hey, what's up, guys? Aaron here with a daily vlog. It's a new thing I'm going to start doing every day. If not every day, every other day. A few times a week, put it that way. I'm going to call this Coach's Corner. The name may or may not stick. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I just thought of that as I was talking. So, we'll see if it sticks or not. But anyway, it's going to be the first entry of many into... and give you guys a much more personal, non-G for T, non-e-beggar style video. Okay, I'm going to delve into things kind of like I did yesterday. I sort of kind of gave you all a glimpse, and I don't know, if that's going to work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's just going to be a raw, real vlog, just, everyday stuff. News, whatever it is, whatever's on my mind at the moment. And if people watch it, hey, great. If not, then I'm just getting shit off my chest and putting it out there. But anyway, first item I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to address this quickly, and we're going to move on. This next segment is directed to you, Kyle Pounds, you, Network 126 /B for T. I know you hate that, but guess what, bud? You and George are linked. So, I'm sorry, but it sticks. I'm not sorry. Deal with it, whatever. You're B for T. Then George. Good old George. Georgie Porgy, G for T. Last time I'm going to throw this offer on the table. If you guys even see this video, if not, oh well, it falls on deaf ears. Everybody else that watches these videos is going to be chomping at the bit to get this to happen. But I'm telling you three, in particular, and any other piece of shit e-begging scammers that come on YouTube and try to beg people for fucking money for shit that you're not even truthful about, it's an open invitation. And all it'll take is a message to me, a comment, whatever you want to do. I really could care less. But the people on this channel want it to happen, and I want it to happen. And if you guys are supposedly not what we're all saying you are, then you should want to do it. Google Hangout, unedited, full disclosure, and we get to ask you any questions we want. Now, when I say we, all my subscribers, every single one of you guys are going to be on that call, on that Google Hangout, sorry. But, so that's it. I'm done talking about it. I'm not going to mention it again on any videos. You guys know who you are. I will say the names one last time. G for T, Kyle Pounds, Network 126, B for T. Google Hangout, full disclosure, we ask the questions, you answer them, and you answer them honestly. Okay? And I'm done. I'm not talking about that anymore. And I apologize to to all you guys in this community, my subscribers, that I keep bringing that up, but it's something that I just want to happen so bad because it needs to happen. Somebody, these guys need to come clean about some shit because it's really crazy. Anyway, on to better things. I had kind of touched a little bit on some politics, and I think I made it pretty clear that I'm not going to get into, Democrat, Republican, which are, I don't get into that. I want you guys to form your own opinion about things, based off of the facts that are presented to you. That being said, big announcement in Delaware. Joe Biden is running for president. Now, what does that mean at this point in the game? I really don't know. I don't know why he waited so long to announce it. I understand, but I think in the long run he's hurt himself. And being from Delaware, Delawareans have a love-hate relationship with Joe Biden. And when I say that with all sincerity. They do. They truthfully do have a love-hate relationship with Joe Biden. End of story. Joe Biden, he's a good man. I've met him. He's a very nice guy. He's a man of the people. He doesn't live, really far from civilization. He's not like out in the middle of nowhere in some big huge mansion. He's got a nice house, but it's it's just kind of tucked away a little bit. He's pretty much with the people, kind of like I don't know, kind of like, well, sort of like the situation Obama had before he became president in Chicago. Just lived amongst the people. Not like he was above or below, whatever. But at this stage of the game, I mean, the Democratic debate happened, and right now, I mean, by all accounts, up until Joe Biden threw his hat into the race, it seemed like a two-dog race between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. Now, do I think Biden has a legitimate shot at winning the nomination? I mean, yeah, honestly, I do. Do I think he would wipe the floor with whoever comes from the Republican side? Yet to be seen. It's a mixed bag with Joe Biden. There's times even during the Obama presidency that he's done what he's done in the past, and that's the thing that Delaware knows Joe for more than anything, is basically having to put his foot in his mouth. What do I mean by that? A good example. Now, keep in mind before I say this, that I'm not going to get into discussions with people about am I pro gay marriage, against it. I don't get into that discussion. It's not something I discuss publicly. It's not something I discuss with anybody. But a good example of Joe Biden was when he let the cat out of the bag. I want to say it was, 2 years ago, a year ago, something like that, within the last year or two, when, before Obama came out publicly and declared that he supported gay marriage. Joe Biden kind of let that slip, and it put Obama in a kind of a hard spot because he had to either come out against or for. If he came out against it, it shows a house divided. If he comes out for it, it almost looks like Joe Biden undermined Obama. So those are the kind of things that make me a little iffy. But overall, I think he could potentially win it. It's going to be tough. He's got an uphill battle for sure. I mean, Hillary and whatever. It's big news right now. People are still letting that marinate in their brains. You're not really hearing. You're hearing some murmurs and rumblings on the news sites, but thus far, with the exception of a few like Politico and crap, I forget. Anyway, the rest of them, they're just not coming to mind. What does it mean? I mean, hey, it means we may have Joe Biden as our president. And I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to assume that the whole world is super familiar with Joe Biden, but Joe Biden he's a good man, I think. Will I vote for him? I don't know. I'd really have to take a look at what issues he's using to kind of drive his candidacy. And up until this point, we've gotten nothing. We're getting some things from Bernie Sanders and Hillary, but Bernie Sanders, it's more at the grassroots level, which is, I respect that. The fact that he's not out there spending millions and millions and millions of dollars, to try to get the nomination. I respect that. Kind of like Ron Paul. Very cool. It's kind of a throwback campaign. I like that. So that's kind of like the big thing. There's a lot. As far as my life is concerned, like I had already told you guys, I started a new job, and things are starting to look up. And they've been looking up. They have been looking up. Like I've been working, but I found a better job, basically. And So I'm happy. I'm happy. And, it's just, I'm just at a point in my life right now where things aren't perfect. And you could always use more money. But, I work for what I have. And I was always raised to earn my keep. And that's what I do. So, so on that front, things are looking better. Now, as far as the direction of the channel, we're going to stay the course. And, if and when George comes back, we'll be ready for his ass. I just feel like there's a lot more that I want to say, but I don't want this video to be 20 minutes long. So, I'll just touch on a few quick things, and then try to keep it relatively short from this point on. But the next thing I wanted to kind of touch on is the issue with Kyle Pounds. Now, I'm sure some people are wondering, why Kyle? Why not? Now, what I don't want to happen is I don't want people to think that I have nothing better to talk about than other people's faults and e-begging and this and that. I do, trust me, and you guys will see over time. But the thing with Kyle Pounds, everything was fine. I mentioned him maybe once, twice. I mean, now I've mentioned him more, but prior to that, I may have mentioned him once, right around the time he came out with that video where he's begging people to loan him money and all that happy horse shit. But anyway, so just to give you guys the background, I had put some comments, just opinions on his thing. And for some reason, I don't know why, I mean, it took some time. I guess he doesn't get on YouTube that often, I'm not sure, but so he starts firing back, like replies to every comment I put up. And yeah, I put some comments up on like all his videos. It irritated me. Okay, cool. So long story short, Kyle started with this, it kind of turned into a back and forth thing. And then he came to me with the idea of, hey, let's do a Google Hangout and settle this. So I say, sure. Let me know when and where. No response. Yet he's still responding to these comments that I put up like a couple weeks ago. So I'm looking at the situation and I'm thinking to myself, like, now, keep in mind, some of the comments that I got were while I was at work. So obviously, unless I'm on like a lunch break, I really can't sit there and be on my phone like that. So I blew it off. But then I came home at night and decided, you know what, I'm going to just, instead of sitting there answering all his stupid comments and every little thing he had to say, I just put a video out. And when I put the video out, it wasn't just about him, so I doubt he even saw it, but the point is, Kyle, I want to do the Hangout. That's why your name's in the video. Hopefully you'll see this. I do accept, but I've just never heard anything back from you. I don't know why. I just don't know. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me. But, and at the end of the day, guys, I wasn't putting up like crazy stuff, and putting like his personal business out there. He does that on his own. Just like George and just like the rest of these dumbasses. They put all their personal life out on YouTube. I don't think that's smart. But that's what they choose to do, and that's on them. Once it's on YouTube, it's public knowledge. So, something being public knowledge, we are publicly allowed to voice an opinion about it. Well, Kyle seems to think that that's not the case. And Kyle seems to think that because he's building a website, which he's been working on for 10,000 years, that he's allowed to rebut, basically tell somebody they're wrong for having an opinion. That's in effect what he did. I don't take it personal. It's YouTube. You know, somebody can say I look like whatever. You can say I look like Chris Farley. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to sleep okay tonight. It's alright. And plus, I know, you know, a lot of people that do that kind of stuff typically are trolls. But Kyle, like, that's something, I mean, it's like a God-given right. Free will, you know, basically the right to have an opinion, your own feelings, your own personal feelings, your own ideas, stuff like that. And for this guy to, like, fire back at me, you know, basically trying to debate, you know, about my opinion. Well, you can't really debate with me about my opinion, Kyle. It's my opinion. It's just like an asshole. I have one and you have one. Ours don't look the same, I'm sure. But yeah, that was a bad analogy, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. So, at the end of the day, Kyle, this is, I'm taking part of my video, which it shouldn't even waste on you, but I'm going to. I mean, if you're not going to follow through, then don't make the suggestion. I already accepted it. I accepted it on your comment. And you haven't said anything back. I told you, let me know when and where. I also said that my subscribers were welcome to be on it as well. He seemed okay with that. But then I never heard anything back. So, you know, I don't know. So I just wasted, you know, 4 minutes of my vlog for him. But, and my apologies, guys. It just drives me insane. He's kind of the focal point. I mean, him and Network 126 are the most realistic ones that'll do it. George is too much of a bitch to do it, honestly. I don't think he's going to come out of the woodwork to do something like that, even though he has in the past. So anyway, guys, I'm really sorry this vlog went way longer than I thought it was going to. And it always seems to happen because we just have so much shit to say. And, you know, based off of comments and everything, it's easy for me to do a 30-minute. I could do a 30-minute video with no problem. Anyway, guys, again, this is the first installment of what I hope is a long series, Coates' Corner. Like I said, you know, and I will next time have it structured so it's not in a 17-minute video. But thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. And people new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe below. There's no censoring on this channel. Say whatever you want. You know, of course, within reason. I won't censor it, but I'm sure YouTube will if you get reported for saying something stupid. So, don't do that. But anyway, thanks, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. In the meantime, I will see you on the next video. Peace!